defense mate. Now Conan crossing the line, handing one off. Here's a feed in front, a redirection that didn't make it on frame for Haskins. Long try by Dangos, and Madison scores! Quinn Finley finds it as that one didn't get through cleanly, but it worked just fine for Quinn Finley, the former Chicago Steel forward. Finley from the top of the crease before Keppel knew where it was, and Finley has given Madison a 1-0 lead at 3:01 of the first period. Here's Scout Truman for Des Moines, for Shouty, and now for Burnside. Davis Burnside trying to feed it back Shouty's way. It deflects, comes in front, and Truman a great chance, but Shea somehow kept it out. Middlestat had his pass tipped. Driscoll picks it off as a result in the neutral zone. Latch crossing back in. It's knocked away. Salici carrying on. Vinny Salici to the right corner. Driscoll back for Salici, sets up shot. Here's a chance. Latch scores! Tanner Latch set up at the inside hash mark of the right wing circle. Vincent Salici, the assist on the goal by Latch. And Des Moines is back level at 8:27 of the first period. Get it right back into the zone. Some deft play there at the blue line to keep that away. Now a dump in try, knocked down, and Truman over the line, moves in for Shouty, kicks to his stick, put one off the post, and the rebound controlled by Finley. And it looked like he'd won it. Keeker Olsen, though, able to pull the puck away after it was drawn back from the dot, and the Buccaneers get set up in their power play look. Keeker Olsen behind his back to Wolf, shooting from the slot, he scores! Mitchell Wolf, a power play goal at the 10-minute mark. The two Buccaneer goals separated by 93 seconds. And it took just 14 seconds on the power play for Des Moines to strike. Give Killian Keeker Olsen the assist on the goal by Mitchell Wolf. Leachy left of his goal. Had to give it to Ramsey behind the cage. Ramsey chased and forced to turn, and a takeaway, and a good chance from point-blank range, but DeSantis is turned aside by Keppel. Full turn back inside of his blue line to keep it from DeStefani. And Kukkonen. And now it's brought up ice by Haskins, who gets a step on his check right in, and a backhander stopped by Keppel, but a penalty's going to be called. That'll just about do it for the Madison power play as a headman pass for Horbach doesn't click. He got a piece of it to save icing, but the Buccaneers do have possession back. They're at full strength as well. Under a minute to go. Stenberg on left wing for Scholey. Steps in and shoots. It deflects wide. Stenberg a stuff attempt. Stopped by Shea. Rebound through the crease. Scholey shoots, and he scores! Sully Scholey with Shea down, able to lift it over his left pad, and the Des Moines Buccaneers strike with 48 3/10 seconds left in the opening period. 3 unanswered goals going toward intermission. Did not find its way home for Schmiedlin. Play to the line, not out. Dexheimer keeps it in, moves in. Here's Schmiedlin to his forehand, a chance, and Keppel made the save, sliding out of the blue paint. Interesting changes, particularly in this period. Off the draw, Shouty finds Burnside. Davis Burnside for a wrist shot, he scores! Burnside beats Tyler Shea to the glove side. The former Tri-City Storm forward, Davis Burnside, snaps in a goal to make it 4-1 Des Moines. And the clock still running. We'll call that about the 4-minute mark. Madison zone to save icing. Davis Burnside sends it from the left boards to Wolf, right point shooting. Knocked down by Shea. Stuff attempt by Shouty, and Shea still able to squeeze the pads together and cover that up. Drops it back. Prokop, wrist shot doesn't get through. Blocked by Musa. Dangos recovers it in his defensive zone, trying to find Wallace, who juggles it off the right wing boards and out to center. It's a 4-on-2 look into the offensive zone. Horbach moves in for a shot. Keppel, a blocker save. And the Buccaneers start to fly the zone with Burnside turning up the rink. 3-on-2, drops it for Truman, fed it in front, a chance to save by Shea. He didn't know it was still at the front of his pads, but got some help to cover it up. And now poke it back Haskins' way. Haskins comes away with it, chips it back to Finley, manning the left point. Right side, Dexheimer. Now Finley, high slot, wrist shot, saved by Keppel with his right pad. Off the wall, Kukkonen. High slot, Dexheimer. Finley one more time. Wrist shot, Keppel makes the save, lost his face mask. Play is stopped. Now it comes back his way from Truman. Fed in front, and Burnside missed the net. Set up between the hash marks. Truman Chips one back to Burnside. Backhanded centering feed. Shouty stopped with a great effort by Shea. DeStefani using his long reach to poke it up the boards. Wallace there for the Capitals. He wins control of it momentarily. Big hit off the puck. That flattens Horbach, who's taken a couple of knocks. Meanwhile, Musa moves and he scores! Musa suddenly was in a 2-on-1 look and had lots of room in the right wing circle, snapping a shot past Keppel. Jack Musa has scored for Madison late in the second period, breaking a string of 4 consecutive Des Moines goals. And Musa, with that tally, cuts the Des Moines lead back to 2. We now trail by a pair and look to cut into the lead further with Dexheimer dropping it back. Haskins around to check and a shot, and a save by Keppel. And it's in the left wing corner. Kukkonen comes out of the scrum with it, setting up Finley. Good save made by Keppel. Then Truman hopped over his stick left circle. Scout Truman gets it to settle, then Latch. Tanner Latch moving toward the slot, slipped one that found its way in front, and it's batted at, and Shouty could not find a way to bat that one out of midair past Shea, who was down. Then Wolf behind his back. Keeker Olsen, top of the right circle. Side of the net, it's Shouty. Latch in front for Des Moines. Now Truman, left point. Shooting, Latch a redirection. Shea the save, and he hangs on to it with Latch chopping away. Does, as anticipated, remain a Buccaneer power play for about a half minute as the Capitals win the draw, unable to clear. Truman held it in for Latch, left boards. Back to Truman. Now Wolf high slot, then Keeker Olsen. Side of the net, and Shouty sending it to Truman, shooting, he scores! A second power play goal for the Des Moines Buccaneers. This time it's Scout Truman. Tiernan Shouty with the primary assist. Give Killian Keeker Olsen credit for an assist as well. And Des Moines is back ahead by 3 in the closing seconds of that fourth power play of the game. 5:08 of the third, the time of that goal. Clearing, batted down just in the neutral zone, and the Buccaneers try to turn the pressure back up, and an errant pass intercepted by Dangos. And the puck comes to Hart, but Bevilacqua took it away and got it to Keeker Olsen behind the Capital defense, shielding it, spins one in front, he scores! Killian Keeker Olsen slips in a backhander that eluded Shea, and the Buccaneers have a 4-goal lead. It's 6-2. At 9:13 of the third period. The big storm that hit Cedar Rapids in August of 2020. Now the Buccaneers with control. DeStefani into the offensive zone for a shot, and it's fought off by Shea, getting a piece of it with his glove and sending it to the end wall. It was a 2-on-1, trying to connect with Dunlap. Lost it near the Buccaneer line, but DeSantis is there to recollect it. DeSantis wants to center. Dunlap in front, shooting, and a save by Keppel, who looked like he was down and out, but got back to his skates in time to stand up and make that save. Couldn't click with Mangini. And in the neutral zone, it's Musa. Rowled it across the line for Horbach. Extra pass, Pavic on his backhand, flipped it wide. Rebound chance, and a save on Musa. The other members of this Buccaneer penalty kill, Pavic for Madison. Takes a face-off here. Out there with Musa, and won the draw. It comes in front. Stuff attempt by Horbach, and a good save by Keppel. Dug back out by Kukkonen. Dropped out left point Finley. Then for Dexheimer on the right side. Up the boards, and then right back to Dexheimer from Middlestat. Dexheimer now with a wrist shot. He was looking for a tip from Kukkonen and didn't get it. Finley reloads for Dexheimer. Now Haskins for Middlestat, a shot, and he scores! Luke Middlestat from the left face-off dot, a power play conversion for the Capitals at 16:59 of the third period. So Madison with a goal in each period now. But the face-off won by Shouty, and that will do it as the puck gets caught up in the corner on the right wing side, and the buzzer sounds, and Pavic wants at a Buccaneer who would like to get back at him as well. That player is Pascucci. But this one is at an end. The Des Moines Buccaneers win their first game of the season, doubling up the Madison Capitols 6-3.